Oh. Okay, I must have hit something. What's up, friends? Oh, it's not working. Not working. There goes. Hey, what's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. I'm back. I'm in a new studio. Hopefully things are working. Chat, let me know if you can see me or hear me. We're gonna do, this is gonna be a little bit of a rough one because the Mac Mini is not totally set up properly, but we're gonna struggle through. We'll see what happens. There was just a really big freeze for some reason that I don't really understand. All seems to be in order, left step. Awesome, thanks guys. Here we are. I'm in Studio 54, whatever we're calling it. I think this might be going out in 1080. Are you guys, hold on, let me look at preferences real quick. For the first time ever, your boy CiottiFPV is in 1080. The SL1 camera here is actually only 720, but it's a really good 720. So I wonder if it does it look better for you guys? Here, look at the here's the bench cam. There it is. Okay, got that out of the way. All the scenes are probably gonna have problems. Let me switch to another scene, see what happens. Oh, okay, that one's working. What about this one? That one's not. Desktop audio. What's happening with that? Oh, this is strange. The desktop audio is not coming through right. We'll figure that out though. That's iShowU. That's a specific application called iShowU audio capture, which I can't get working. Interesting. How do I live stream? What do I do now? Steady Eddie FPV Aircon Guillermo is here. Dusty Joe Alexander FPV J Drones Technique. Left Step, Grizz is in the house. Pedro Tomei, Steady Eddie, Technique again. J Drones again. Zanakis FPV, what's up, Nevin? Ernesto is here. Double A. Everybody coming out. Dusty Joe. Who else do we have here? Ram Donko, Grizz, Ernesto. I think I got everybody. What's up, friends? Bach Grinder's in the house. What's up, DJ? How are you? Man. This is I'm super weirded out. It's the I sound way different in this room. So there's this room has drop ceiling with this with the acoustic drop ceiling tiles, and I think the audio is a lot better. I don't have any of the audio filters or anything on. This is just raw microphone coming in. Those of you that listen on half decent speakers, can you guys hear a difference? Does it sound any different? How can I show you guys here? So let's do this. I'm going to show you guys around the new place. Bot says audio sounds good. Very cool. Here. Is that not? Oh man, OBS is not having it with the keystrokes already. So let me take the bench cam, and I think I should be able to swivel it around a little bit for you guys. All right, so here we are. That's the corner that you can't see. And then I'm gonna give you guys a little spin here. So there's the big old fireplace there. Here, let's pull this down. So there's the fireplace there. There's my couch, all set up, sort of set up. Felix is playing some Diablo. Simrig's over there. It's looking a little rough over there. We got to get that orange out of there. And then there's the lamp that I used to have in the living room over there. Toolbox, and it's super rough over here. There's the elliptical. Yeah, it's still very rough in here, but I'm we were on vacation for like 4 or 5 days. Coffee table's there. That mirror, see the mirror over there? I think that's going to go on the fireplace, but I got to figure out how to drill into stone. But yeah, it's... I'm here. That's all that matters. I'm here. I'm going to get a new... so instead of this 3x3 here, so actually this 3x3 cube is going to end up going over here, right around here, and it's going to get all the video game systems on it. It's gonna get Nintendo, Super Nintendo. So it's gonna here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, and then it's gonna be PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then it's gonna be PlayStation 4. Well, yeah, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and I don't know what. Maybe like a gaming PC in here. So yeah, this thing is gonna move over there, and then to match up with this part of the wall here, see how like this thing is kind of small. First of all, this is going to get painted purple, and then up here and over, this is going to get painted in red. So we're going to have a really cool red and purple kind of thing going on here. But yeah, I'm going to get one of these IKEA things, the bigger one that's 4x4. So it'll be 4 tall and 4 wide. And I think it'll fit perfectly in this area right here. You know what I mean? Because it'll be one set of cubes higher and one set of cubes wider. And then over here, I think I'm gonna leave this. This is a 2 tall by 4 wide, and then I have another 2x2 over here. So I think this is going to basically stay the same along this run. But yeah, over here is going to get a bigger IKEA shelf, which, you know, I'm very excited about because I'm a big fan of IKEA. I'm an IKEA nerd, I guess. I don't know, I just like the Kallax shelves. I don't really like anything else that IKEA has. So yeah, that's what's going on. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this stream up, to be honest with you guys. I thought I had more done on the Mac Mini than I actually did. It's really hard to it's just really hard to live stream, if I'm honest. It's just tough, man. Also, if you guys are a little bit weirded out, the studio lights are on the opposite side right now. I don't know if that's going to stay, but it's hard to explain, but they have to be there right now. I think I might bring them back over here. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if anybody is like weirded out by the lighting, you guys are used to seeing this side of my face lit up, not this side of my face. So if I look weird, that's why. If you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is type CiottiFPV in the chat. If you do that, come on. If you do, that's not the right keystroke. There it is. I've forgotten how to live stream, guys. If you type CiottiFPV into the chat, it'll light up in orange, and I'll know that you're talking to me. If you don't, I'll assume you're talking amongst yourselves. This is my full-time job. If you'd like to support the craziness, head on over to CiottFPV.com. Whole bunch of buttons. Patreon helps me out the most. Whole bunch of affiliate links. Next time you're doing an FPV order, make sure you use an affiliate link. If not mine, somebody else's. It's free money, and it allows us to make content that you can enjoy for free. Fiverr page, Etsy store, Teespring. The Etsy store and the Fiverr page I'm going to be behind on. I'm just buried. So be as patient as you can with me, but I'll get caught up for sure. Jay Drone says, hi dude, we missed you. Thank you, brother. I missed you guys as well. Grizz says, CiottiFPV's back. He also says, all good. Audio and video is good, says Zanakis. Thank you, brother. Grizz says, so much better, but audio just cut out. That's weird. No, that wasn't weird. I changed the scene. Grizz says, all good, LOL. Zanakis says, Bike Rider in house. Jay Barnes says, congrats on the new place. Thank you, brother. Lots of work, but super, super, super fun. I'm having a blast. Jay Drone says, I prefer sound without the gate. Quality is good. YouTube just did the thing. Jay Drone says, rough. That's like my house when it's tidy. Jason Black says, glad you're back. Glad to be back. Double A says, hey, look, Ciotti, you're in the orange. And then Aaron FPV says, good to see you getting set up in the new digs. Package showed up from you unexpectedly in the mail yesterday. I must have missed a Tuesday stream. Now I have a ripsqueak to build. Yeah, Aaron, you won right before I moved, I think. The Monday right before I moved. So yeah, man, enjoy. Dusty Joe says, tinywhoop 30 kV on my 65 has been the best investment. Curious about the 0603 though. Yeah, I'm curious about the 0603s as well. I'm not curious enough to try them because the 0702s are just so good. But yeah, I gotta admit, I'm curious about the 0603s. Kenny Kobe's in the house. Jonathan Lewis says, CiottiFPV best tinywhoop motor. Hey, Jonathan, make sure that you don't put a space in between Ciotti and FPV. I just happened to see it. But yeah, CiottiFPV, no space in between. That'll light up an orange. Best tinywhoop motor. So if you go, I did a ton of work with Joshua Bardwell and the team on the ultimate shopping list over on FPVknowitall.com. So there are 2 builds over there with most of the parts that I have on mine that, yeah, are really good. But the answer to your question is it depends. It depends on the all-up weight of the tinywhoop. If you can get it really lightweight, you can do the 0702 30,000 kV from tinywhoop.com on the GemFan biblades. If it's a heavier weight tinywhoop, so that's like Mobula 6 with a Meteor frame. If you're going to do a newbie drone build with the cockroach canopy, the newbie drone BI camera, you're going to want a little bit of a bigger motor because that's a heavier build. So you're going to want an 0802, either 25,000 kV because you're going to run it on the GemFan tri-blade, or you kind of might as well go with the 0802 30,000 kV from tinywhoop.com. And then you can play around. You can run it at full RPM for the biblades, and then you can motor limit it a little bit, like 90% if you put the GemFan tri-blade on. Hey, by the way, guys, Felix is playing Diablo, and they did turn the volume down. I have a feeling the volume is fine, but if you guys hear Diablo in the background, just let me know in the chat, tag me, and yeah, we need to spend a little bit of time figuring out like how loud can the TV be, how loud can I be, blah 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 blah. New studio stuff. This is cool down here, man. I gotta be honest. This is pretty slick, having all this here. The fact that like Felix can chill in here and play games while I'm working on quads. The fact that they're playing Diablo is super cool because I love Diablo so much. We've also been playing Overcooked, which has been super fun. So yeah, Jonathan Lewis, you're certainly welcome. Let's see if this works. I forgot to put this in the stream title, but I've got a couple of things here. Ready? Let's see. This will be the first one. Wait, no, hold on. Actually, no, I can just see it in the volume meter. Let me just quiet down for a second. So it comes up a little bit on the levels, but I have a feeling it's fine. When you're moving into a new house, remember. 諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだそこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメやめ諦めたら。周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそネバギブアップ。Okay. Tonight's gonna be rough, man. It's OBS allowed me to pull everything over, but there's just some stuff that's acting really weird. So, what's going on, Confused? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Harbles FPV is in the house as well. What's up, Harbles? Ken is Harbles' human being name. Ken's actually gonna be coming up here and staying with me this next weekend into like Monday, Tuesday, I think, and helping me out with some electrical stuff, which is super, super, super cool of them. This basement has one outlet like right over there, and then there's two outlets over there, and that's it. There's no outlet over here. There's no outlet back here, and there's no outlets over there. So I have like the shittiest like extension cord set up just to try to get. Yeah, it's bad right now. So yeah, and there's also fluorescent ballasts in the ceiling here, and I don't want them. I just don't want to use them. So we're gonna pull those out. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure that out. But yeah, Ken's coming to help with some electrical stuff, which is super awesome. There's also a couple of outlets in the upstairs bathroom and the kids' bathroom that don't work for some reason, and I'm just kind of clueless with electrical stuff in terms of homes. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot from Harbles. Super, super, super cool of them. And then we'll go break stuff. I gotta actually, I think I do have working things, come to think of it, which is wild. What do you guys think about this? Look at this. Wait, no, I have to go like that. If I can get some more light in here, hopefully I can get the background a little bit more in focus. So yeah, all five. So we've got the Cineglide, and then the Razorback, 40-degree up tilt, big motor rig, and then freestyle rigs, freestyle rig 1, freestyle 2, freestyle here, 3 is here, and then that's the analog cinematic dead cat rig. And then down here, this is the Flow Ride, FPVCycle's very first frame, my very first 5-inch rig. And then a couple of the Cinesplores, and can't really see over here. But yeah, a bunch of micros over here. Cool, right? This little shelfy thing that the previous owner built in is actually half decent, and it's going to be cool. This is down here. Down here is going to get painted like a super purple, which I think will be really cool because it'll be dark, and then the white of the Cadillac shelves will like offset it, and then up here is going to be red. This is going to be like an ultra like crazy red. And then that red is actually going to wrap all the way around on this wall here over to the door. There's a window actually like right here into the backyard, and there's a door. Kim Fuse with a $20 super chat. Kim, thank you so much. Holy cow! It's been too long, my dude. Hope you're well. GoPro Hero 10 fun. Thank you so much. Let's get it updated. Look at that. 280 goes to 300. Kim, thank you so much. Say hi to Gardo for me. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be super fun. These walls are kind of beat. It's gonna take a long time to fix these walls, but Patrick and I are thinking about doing it actually Sunday night. But we'll see. I don't know. The air conditioner actually shit the bed last night, so it's a little hot in here. If I put in a service thing, the previous owners of this place did a home warranty, a 1-year home warranty for us, because the HVAC system and a couple other, and the HVAC system and the hot water heater are like 15 years old. So, and yeah, usually 10 to 15 years is their life from what I've read. So yeah, we have this home warranty thing. And so I just called them, and it's like $100 service fee, and they come out, and from the paperwork it looks like they'll just fix stuff. I'm like, okay, get your asses out because it's hot. This house, fortunately for us, this house has 2 air conditioners, one for the all the way upstairs for the kids, and one for the main floor the main floor is the one that shit the bed. So we've got the upstairs one cranking, and we've got a couple fans blowing the air down into the living room. But it's not really coming down the stairwell into the basement all that well. So it's a little warm down here. Lava lamp is here. In the move, it must have gotten slammed because as soon as I turned it on, the bulb blew up. But yeah, I don't know where the lava lamp is gonna go. Maybe here. Maybe it'll go right here where the flow ride is. I don't know. But yeah, the lava lamp will be set up soon. I actually need to get a couple replacement. That reminds me. Yeah, I need to get a replacement lava lamp bulb for Felix's lava lamp as well. I got them one for Christmas that is always on, which is awesome because it means that they like it. Here we go. Sponsored the 6-pack, 25 watt. Sponsored. Nope, not sponsored. Here we go. Amazon choice. Add to cart. Houses, man. Holy crap. Houses. There's so much to do. Oh my god. I love it though. Like I'm it's so much fun to like work on a place that you get to like keep. But man, it's a lot. And like the previous owner just half-assed everything. So it's I spend a lot of my time trying to make things not so janky. Like he wanted to pass a cable, for example. There's these big, huge shelving unit cabinet things in the living room. Have you figured it out yet? Are you not figuring it out, Felix?
I'm not figuring it out.
You can't get it?
I have no idea what it is.
Wow. We've got a weird thing in Diablo. We can't figure out the one mission. Weird. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been very fun, but it's a lot of work. Oh yeah, so to pass a cable for the TV from the outside to the inside for power and whatnot, instead of getting a like a 1 inch or 1.5 inch or 2 inch hole saw, and putting a nice neat hole, he just took like a 1/2 inch just screw drill bit, I'm assuming, and just in these like massive, beautiful built-in cabinets. So I had to get a 2 inch. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I gotta fix that. Oh, Blizzard, awesome. I forgot about that. This computer, that works on this computer. That's pretty awesome. Thank you very much, Blizzard. So yeah, I had to get a 2 inch, hole drill, jib jab. But the problem was, since he'd already drilled the middle out, I couldn't use the drill bit to center the damn thing. So I had to like get up on the drill and like slowly, like, cause it would want to walk, like in the flat thing, like if you put it off a little bit, it wants to walk up or down or left or right. So I had to like really just over and over and over again, like until I got like a nice notch in there, and then I was able to push it into the notch to the house stuff. What's up, CMYK? How are you, man? Tuner Taxi says there's a sale on GoPro 10s right now. Making new emails in GoPro about get $200 off. Tuner Taxi, you okay? You drunk? What's happening? Those words are all out of order. What tell me more about this GoPro 10 sale. What's happening? J Drone says, what do you think you'll do regarding Vistas being discontinued, especially as you use them professionally? Great question, Jay. So I messaged Joshua after I saw his YouTube video last night pop up, the thumbnail actually, and I was like, hey, should I be panic buying Vistas? And he said he thinks that, I don't like it there. Oh, farts. Hold on, please. All right, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna try to put it up there. We'll see how it is next time it comes up. He said that he believes RunCam will have Vistas for a while longer. I've got a bunch of Vistas. I probably have like 5 or 6 Vistas right now, and I think I have 2 naked Vistas. I am really tempted to buy another like 1 or 2, but I don't know. In theory, the V3 system at some point, they'll update the firmware so that it will output video with or without the OSD. That's the biggest issue with me for the V3 system right now, is that if I get brought on to another live flying event, my output will have my OSD. So I will either have to fly with no OSD, which is insane, or the TV truck will have to have OSD, and that ain't good. That's not really acceptable. My other big issue with the V3 system is that there's only 25 by 25 VTXs, which won't work in the glide frame. Ooh, that looks a little bit better. All right, let's bring it up a little bit more. Nice. Thank you, Blizzard. So yeah, that's kind of my issue with the V3 system right now. I have to assume that, that'll get taken care of. I have to assume that another VTX option will come out, hopefully in 20 by 20, hopefully even 30 by 30. But I just don't know. So for right now, it's V1/V2 for me. But yeah, it's when I saw that thumbnail, I was like, ooh, yikes. Robox says, Gangly man, did you get any sunburn? I did. My legs got sunburned like really bad, actually. Look at that hot dog leg. I don't know, you can't really see it, but yeah, the tops of my legs got super sunburned, and it's been extremely painful for the last few days. The family and I went on vacation to Tybee Island, which is right by Savannah in Georgia. It's basically the closest beach to us. And yeah, we went Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think. And yeah, it was really fun. I went in the ocean for the first time in like 20 years. I had my boogie board. That was fun. It was a blast. I had a really great time. Good food, good company. It was cool. It was really nice to get away. And yeah, a couple of days before that was the move. The move into the house here was Wednesday of last week, and it wasn't as bad as I would have thought. The movers were really good. I paid $510 for 2 movers for 3 hours, and they brought a truck. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Usually what I'll do is I'll hire 2 sets of movers. One set of movers from the place I'm moving out of, another set of the movers from the place I'm moving into. That way I can just use them for like an hour each, right? Like they show up, do the job, and they're out. And I usually rent my own truck from U-Haul. And that I could have probably saved $150 doing that, but this was a pretty short. I also previously I've had to do that because I've moved from Charleston to Atlanta. And you can't have the movers drive 8 hours or 5 hours or whatever it is. But yeah, this move was only a half an hour away from Alpharetta to Lawrenceville, so this was nice. This was really nice to just. Here's $550 because tipped them. You guys handle everything. The problem that we're having at the moment is, yeah, we're 2 people. It's Maggie and the kids from a 4-bedroom house into a very unique house that's not as big. This house, like when you look at the living room and when I tiny whoop this place at some point here, you're gonna be like, holy shit, that house is huge. It's not actually that big. The living room is massive. The ceilings are like 20, 25 feet high in the living room. It's directly connected to the kitchen. Like there's no wall in between. So it looks huge, but that's where all the square footage is. Like the rest of the house is not gigantic. The basement is really nice down here, but there's really no closet space. And the thing we're struggling with is kind of like closet storage space. I got a bunch of racks in the garage that the previous owner built, thank God. But yeah, we've got one house, a 4-bedroom house and a 2-bedroom apartment, all crammed into a house that doesn't have a ton of like super obvious storage space. So that's been like the biggest thing for us, is just we're doing a lot of like moving stuff over here to free up space, to move this stuff over there, to move that stuff over here, it's just like this weird Tetris that's been going on. But we'll get it figured out. We're just gonna throw a lot of stuff away, to be honest. Which is great. I am all about living as minimalist as possible, especially when my hobby is so gear intensive and gear heavy. Forevermore says, Nelly is playing in my head. Thanks. You're welcome. Orga says, where's the lava lamp? We got that. Chopper says, glad you're back. Glad to be back, my man. Hey, thank you, Tuner Taxi. That works pretty good. I'm kind of into that. I think I'm gonna leave that there, and you can actually see the purple text, which is great. You know, it's funny. I'm used to pointing. The other thing that might weird you guys out is this used to be over here, and I'm used to using my right hand to point at stuff, but now I got to use my left hand to point at stuff. I'll be fine. We'll survive. I guess I can put the. I guess I can do the Streamlabs thing here, which is what's popping up those messages here. I guess I can put a little chat window here, so that people that watch the stream back will have the chat embedded. Although, doesn't YouTube just give you the chat window? Like, I see a lot of people do that, like they'll put the chat here, but I don't really understand it, because I click the button that says allow the chat to replay. Do you guys, should I put the chat here, or should I put a cool piece of artwork here? I'd rather put a piece of artwork here. What else is going on here? Blizzard FPV with a 10 Californian dollar super chat. Thank you, Blizzard, to help keep the lights on. Much appreciated, man. It's the electricity and water and power and gas is way more expensive here in the house, and I'm taking care of all that stuff. Forevermore says, for real, Kim, get you some CiottiFPV. Great Southern says, hope the new place has got you feel great. Yeah, I love living here. A lot of work, but it's super worth it. Blizzard with a $2 Canadian super chat. He says, the whole Saw wanted to walk like walk snail. It's true. John Goblin says, Vistas are down to $85 on Amazon. Are you kidding me? Opening a window. You giving up, Felix? You giving up?
What?
You giving up?
Yes, I'm giving up.
Where's the, do you know how to quit out of it?
No.
Alright, so you're gonna, hit the start button, or the options button, and then you can quit to main menu. Yeah, go down to quit. Accept. And then hold the PlayStation button and quit the program for me. Left. Up. Close application. You got it. Thank you. Where are these $85 Amazon Vistas? I'm not seeing them. I'm seeing 115. What's that about? 115. Where are the 85 bucks is pretty damn good for a Vista. What do I have to search for to find it? All right. Blizzard FPV with a $5 Canadian super chat. He says, at Forevermore, shout out. What's up, Prop Killa? What's up, Forevermore? Thank you again, Blizzard. Jesus, super. By the way, guys, I'm exhausted. When the air conditioning shit the bed last night, I was so yesterday was a full tilt manic day for me. For anybody that's not super familiar with mental illness, depression, anxiety, depression is down here. You're sad, you're slow, you just want to lay in bed. Mania is what it's called, or being manic, is all the way over here. And sometimes depression will my depression will swing most of my time is spent over on the depression side, but every once in a while I'll get a manic day or a day of mania. And it's like the most productive thing ever. Like your brain is just going 7,000 miles an hour and like you get everything done. You get lots of great ideas. It's awesome. I really, really, really wish. And for a long time, I beat myself up that I couldn't be in mania every day. I thought that mania for the longest time was like the real me. And then the depression was like the broken me, basically. But it's not that. The real you is somewhere in the middle. And, you know, this sucks, obviously, to be over here in depression land. Mania is great, but the problem with mania is my biggest issue is I can't sleep. So I'm basically running on like 2 hours of sleep right now. But I got a ton of stuff done yesterday, so that was great. But yeah, it's one of my biggest struggles is trying to manage the mania and like get it under control so that I can go to sleep, so that the following day after a manic episode, after a mania, after whatever you want to call it, is not a day that I spend on 2 hours of sleep like struggling my ass off, right? Like what can happen is you have a great day of mania where you get a ton of stuff done, and then the next day you're so shot you don't get anything done. So in that 2-day period, you've gotten the normal amount of stuff done, but your body has been like bouncing all over the place, super stressed out, yada yada yada. So yeah, it's, I'm absolutely exhausted right now. But god damn it, I got the stream up and it seems to be working. I have 0 dropped frames. Oh my god, guys, look at this. Here, let me show you the best thing about this house. This is absolutely not the best thing about this house, but this is very exciting. Look at this. What? Ooh! Look how big that number is, yo! So that's down. Ready? Look it up. Look it up. Ready? Here it comes. I hope you're ready for this. Ooh! It's the same! Yo! The internet is so fast here. It's absurd. I don't think I've ever used internet that's this fast. It is wild. I ran a cable. One of the things I did yesterday is I fished a cable down from upstairs into above the drop ceiling and fed it over and dropped it into the Mac Mini. And so I've got nice, reliable, solid, stupid fast. Yeah, it's we're on AT&T fiber, and I'm on the 500 speed. I've yet to see less than like 400, even when Sage is hammering on Elden Ring and whatnot, or Minecraft. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to go to the gigabit because this is absurdly fast. So yeah, really. Oh, of course, as soon as I say all that, it drops a bunch of frames. It just dropped 440 frames. Whatever. Maybe it was because I was running the speed test that it dropped some frames. But yeah, man, the internet is ridiculously fast, and the Mac Mini is hysterically fast, and also, like, the noise floor is incredible. I can even really. Here, ready? Check out how silent it gets now. If I put this to sleep, so the old school tower is right down here. It's hooked up to a shitty little Samsung monitor, just because I have passwords and logins and shortcuts and all kinds of shit on it. Check this out though. That computer's going to sleep. The Mac Mini, it just doesn't care. It's just completely silent. Come on, go to sleep, yo. Go to sleep, computer. Whatever, we'll give it a second to go to sleep. Keith Sumner says, no OSD, back to that telemetry call-out life. Oh my god, right? Denzel the Terrible says, hey kids in CiotFPV, sorry I'm late, no worries, brother. John Goblin says, 20% off, 25% off with promo code. Are you talking about Amazon, John? There goes the computer. That's some fucking noise floor there, isn't it? That goes here. Wow. Yeah, it's sub it's 55. It's below 55 dB down, so it might be just wow, unbelievable, big difference, man. And that's without I haven't even put up any of the acoustic foam. I have all my acoustic foam just stacked up here. What I'm gonna do on these ceiling tiles, I'm gonna either just stick with these, or they sell these 2x2 ceiling tiles recessed. And what I was thinking is getting a bunch of the recessed ones and then gluing the acoustic foam to them. But good Lord, these ones that are already here, I didn't even realize that these are acoustic already. So maybe I'll just glue a bunch of the foam to a bunch of these and maybe call it a day. I don't know. This wall over here will probably get some foam on it because it's just a big reflecting wall. There are curtains right here, so my voice is going like directly into nice big curtains because there's windows here. But yeah, my God, I'm like, this is really weird. Like this whole live stream has been very weird for me because the audio is so different here. But man, I think the audio seems an awful lot better. Hold on, let me kill the TV and the PlayStation real quick. No, don't oh. I hit the wrong button. Hold on, please. Coming back, I swear. So, how is it when I'm talking from over here? Can you guys hear me? What's it like? You picking up any of this? Now I'm pointing my mouth towards the microphone. I kind of need to know if you guys can hear me from over here. That'll be a really good, yeah, I just need to know that. How was that? Could you guys hear me all right? Or was it like really quiet? Dingles says, how do you get spare glide arms without buying a whole frame? I've been bugging Bob about glide arms. They're on their way. We just have to wait longer. Sorry, it sucks. Technically speaking, you can go on Pyrodrone and you can get Pyrodrone's rip-off version of the glide arms. So you could do that. They will work. Ernesto says some people are saying that the new air unit coming out is compatible with the DJI Goggles V2. Well, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Tuner Taxi with a $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. Make a new email and GoPro account and get 200 of a Hero 10. Get 200 off a Hero 10. No shit. Okay, got it. So what do they charge for the Hero 10 though? Do they charge 600 and then it comes down to 400? Let's search Google for GoPro Hero 10. Apparently this new version of OBS is no better in terms of the keystrokes not working, which is kind of annoying. All right, so let's see. So it looks like they're selling it for, wow. So it's coming down to $350. So they sell it for $549 and then $200 off. $350 for a Hero 10. That's damn good. And then you can replace it twice. The only problem is when you replace it through GoPro, they charge you a deductible. When you replace through Geek Squad, the deductible is usually $100, I think it is, through GoPro. Through Geek Squad, the deductible is like $30, $35. So, yeah, if you're gonna end up breaking the camera, and you only get 2 replacements per year over on GoPro.com. So if you're gonna use it for freestyle, might not work. Geek Squad is unlimited replacement. If you're gonna use it for cinematic stuff, though, you're probably not gonna break more than 2 per year. So it might make sense, but I'm still gonna stick with Best Buy and Geek Squad and $30 for a new to renew. You know what I just realized? The reason I'm so lost audio-wise here is I don't know. I'm having trouble figuring out how loud my voice needs to be because my ears are hearing something different than what I'm used to for the last 3 years of streaming. I don't know if I'm talking really loud, really quiet. I can see the levels are fine, but like yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I'll get used to it, obviously, but this is wild. J-Drone says, you get a replay of the chat when watching live streams back. Yeah, but YouTube's supposed to do that. When you watch a live stream back on YouTube, the chat window is supposed to be there, just as if you were in the chat. You just can't type into it. John Goblin says when you have to use the code at checkout when you buy the $115 one. Oh, very cool. Okay. So there you guys go. Vistas for $85 with this code WJ97ZAZW. Pretty cool. See, where'd that code come from? How'd you guys figure that out? Steve E says, aloha, how's the new place? Did you get a package from Utah? We're about to do mailbag. Let me just get caught up on Super Chat. Steve E, thank you so much, brother. I haven't even opened it yet. Michael Blade says, what's up? J-Drone says, are all types of depression bipolar? No, Jay. Although that's a very common misconception. Bipolar, also known as BPD, bipolar disorder, is a completely different thing. The name bipolar makes you think that, just by like inference, right? You would think that bipolar means you have mania and you have depression, but it's not exactly that. It's a different thing. If you want to, just Google it. Just Google BPD or bipolar disorder, and it'll explain it a lot better than I can. But yeah, that's a super common misconception. People also kind of confuse bipolar with major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. It's a little muddy in there, and it becomes even muddier because everybody's depression is a little bit different. Everybody's anxiety is a little bit different. Everybody's BPD is a little bit different. So yeah, there's all kinds of shades of gray in between and whatnot. And, you know, like if you go and do a psychological evaluation, they ask you a ton of questions and there's all these tests and whatnot. But it's kind of open for interpretation. So yeah, there's not like a concrete, like, you have exactly this. It's always, and it shifts over time too, right? So like you get one of those tests done and then you go to talk therapy for a couple of years. Well, you're completely different now, you know? And it's tough to kind of justify spending another $200-300 on another round of testing. So yeah, you just, there's a certain amount of self-diagnosis that you kind of have to do because, you know, the tests are expensive. Yo, I can use my Stream Deck now. I didn't have a chance to get it set up, but it's right here, and I'm so excited to use it. Yeah, still doesn't work, but it will work on the Mac Mini once I get the software installed and set the buttons all up. Kevin Sumner says you started the speed test, then we get a pinwheel. Okay, so yeah, when I was doing the speed test, it dropped frames. That's okay. Great Southern says you're lucky, man. My Starlink has been dying in that ass over the last few months. Kevin Sumner says, I think they sell acoustic drop ceiling tiles. These are, yeah, I looked it up. These are specifically like acoustic, and man, you can really tell. Even, so it's got carpeting in here now, but even before the carpeting went in, like when I came down here, and like one of the easiest ways to tell how an audio situation is to just clap and you listen for the echo. It was like not bad in here with a linoleum floor and no furniture, no nothing, because of these tiles. And now that there's carpet and my big ass couch is in here, yeah, it just sounds great. I just can't believe how good it sounds in here without doing any work. That office, like den, spare bedroom, whatever the hell you want to call it, that I was in the apartment, was a nightmare, man. Like just the shape of the room and yeah, it was a nightmare audio wise. Yes, I am. Things are working.
Are we stomping? Was I stomping around up there?
Oh, like a fucking rhinoceros. What's up, guys?
So this is, yeah, the house is still a wreck. We're still
Yeah, it is a wreck.
We're still starting out. Go back to your live stream.
Although chat was, I turned the camera around and chat was like, you call that a wreck? So, shades of gray. All right, where are we at in chat here? Kevin Sumner says, we can hear you fine while in front of the TV. Very cool. I love that. Izzy Boop says, hey, I was just in that room. What's up, Izzy? Yeah, Izzy came and Evelyn also. And well, Izzy came to Atlanta and we all went flying. And then those two came over and hung out here with Maggie and I, and we had a great time. It was super fun. What time is it? 7:58? All right, cool. IDV says, what do you think about the Mobeetle 6? If you want something to fly outside, it makes an awful lot of sense because you can put that carbon fiber frame on it. For inside stuff, my big problem with it is you have to direct solder the motors, and that sucks, man. That's just super annoying. Other than that, though, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to get my hands on one, but at the same time, I'm perfectly happy with the regular Mobula 6 with the ceramic antenna. But for what I'm doing, flying inside, I really don't need that ceramic antenna. So, I don't know. Once the Mobeetle's in stock at like Race Day Quads or Get FPV or Pyro Drone, where they have good return policies, I'll probably snag one, and we'll see how it goes. Maniac says, how you doing, you beautiful bastard? I'm good, man. Alec Dvornik is in the house. He says, great to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. I am. And holy shit, we are caught up on chat. Very cool. You know what that means? For the first time in Studio 54... should we keep calling this Studio 54? Is that a fun name? Or is it stupid? You guys suggested it. First up, we've got... Oh, there's no name on this. Someone in Kansas. And I did actually open this before I moved, but I forget what's in it. Oh, is this a cool Coyote frame? Oh, this is a cool... I think... I'm going to assume that this was sent to me by Cool Coyote. So, Cool Coyote sent me a while ago. We talked about like the perfect 3-inch frame, and I'd mentioned that like a miniature 3-inch glide would be amazing. Cool Coyote did the work, and he made one. And if you want to order one from him, you can over on my Discord. Just search for so my Discord is linked over at CiottiFPV.com, and then when you can just join the Discord, and then what's happening over here? Oh, they're the boxes. Okay. And then, yeah, you can just search for Cool Coyote and message him and order one. It seems really cool. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to build one, but I did have a prototype with, like, wobbly arms, which is in a box somewhere. So this is super awesome that he sent me this. And it looks like he's made some improvements. There's some really slick... flush press nuts pressed into these arms. He sent me 2 extra arms, and then here's the rest of the frame and the hardware and whatnot. Cool Coyote, thank you, brother. This is super cool. And this is like really good timing because this is now on the like I'm gonna put this on one of these shelves, and it's gonna be on the top of the pile because God knows where any of the rest of my stuff is. It's just all gone. So, dude, very cool. Thank you. That is going to get built for sure. I don't know when, but yeah, it's a little miniature 3-inch glide, and that's super cool. I absolutely love that. This box here is from Ernesto Linares in Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much, Ernesto. Did I see you in the chat, Ernesto? I think I might have. Seen him in the chat. I've not. Usually, I'll open these to at least like make sure that there's no giant dildos in them. But, oh, that's not good. Rob Oxison says Tyler just posted Race Day Quads has lost the lawsuit. That's maybe not a great thing. Boys FPV says your thoughts on T-Motor F60 1950 kV on 5-inch Freestyle. They're gonna make a hideous amount of power. So. The T-Motor F60s are a 2207. They use F60 instead of 2207. But it's a 2207. It's a very lightweight 2207, which I like. Personally, I don't need as much power as a 2207 will give. I prefer 2306s. They are 2 to 4 grams lighter, and they just have the exact right amount of power, in my opinion. 2207s are great for heavy. I also fly a very lightweight rig, right? 605 or so grams all up. If you're flying like a 700, 750, 800 gram rig, you probably want 2207s because you need that extra power for the extra weight of that rig. So yeah, if you're on a heavier weight rig, those F60s are probably going to be great. They're going to be more than likely. I haven't looked at this, but typically the T-Motor typically the T-Motor F40 and F60s are the lightest 2306, 2207. So those F60s are more than likely the lightest of the 2207s, which is great. And they're plenty durable. I've found the F series of motors to be plenty durable. So yeah, if you're going to run a 2207, that's probably the one to run. Don't quote me on that though, because I have not compared the F60 weights. I've only really looked at the F40s because that's what I fly. But yeah, probably really good. And we're caught up again. Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna dig into this package from Ernesto. Oh God. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna do the smaller stuff first. So we've got a TBS Crossfire Nano. Very cool. I think I might have just ran out of these, so this is awesome. Ooh, 2 of them. Rad. Thank you, Ernesto. Damn, very cool. So 2 Crossfire Nanos, couple of, the extended Immortal Ts. That's actually really nice because on the 2 long-ish range rigs, on the Cineglide and the Razorback, the Glide Hammer with the 40-degree up tilt, on those 2 rigs, I'm going to put the Immortal T up in the front. And in order to do that, you have to have these extended Immortal Ts. So that's wild how that just randomly worked out. Ooh, this is a set of iFlight Zing motors. Let's see what they are. The box is Wasp Major, but these look an awful lot like Zings. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, these are Zings. Okay, cool. So these are... No, they're not. These are Pacers. These are T-Motor Pacers. My foot is firmly in my mouth. 2207, 2550 kV. Very cool. Man, these are chonky bastards. So these are going to end up in the giveaways for you beautiful bastards that are patrons. Very cool, Ernesto. Thank you. I guess there's maybe a slight chance that I'll put these on a rig and fly them, but I won't. I've flown enough 2207s to know exactly what they fly like, and on my lightweight rigs, they're just too much. It's just too much power for me. Foxier Predator 5 Mini, very cool. This is going to be another giveaway item. And oh damn, another Crossfire Nano. Jesus, I am stacked on Crossfire Nanos. What that probably means is that on the for sale glides, on the CiottiFPV custom special pre-built, I'm still doing them. I have 3 of them. I wasn't going to put a receiver into them, but I think I'm going to put Crossfire into them because most of you guys are on Crossfire. 3 of these SMA longer Axie antennas. Just so you guys know, most of you probably already know this, but these Lumineer, all the Lumineer Axie antennas are actually true RC antennas. That's why they're so good. So yeah, buy the Lumineer Axies with confidence that you're buying them from Hugo at True RC versus the transphobic hating douche rag from the other antenna company. Awesome, Ernesto. Look at that. That is the split base plate aluminum rear section. I forget what it's called. it's the Pyrodrone frame. Damn, this, I might actually build this. I'm so curious how this is with the aluminum rear section. And there's a set of iFlight Zing V2 2207 2755 kV motors on it. Damn, Ernesto, very, very, very cool of you. Just a box of awesome stuff. Most of this stuff is going to end up in the giveaways, but yeah, there's a chance I might throw a flight controller and ESC into this guy and put it up in the air. Now we've got a box from Steve Enomoto. Here we go. Robbox says sorry, didn't MR. Oh, Robbox says, did you say something about a 3-inch glide? Don't tease me, tell me more. Yeah, it's Cool Coyote makes it over on, you can hit him up on my Discord. Just go to CiottFPV.com, click the Discord button at the bottom, join up, and Cool Coyote is one of our longtime Discord members, and he will send you a mini glide. It's a really cool little frame. It's really, really, really cool. I have not had a chance to build it, so I can't really speak to it. But it's you know, I've built and flown and looked at enough frames over the last 6 years that like I can typically kind of look at a frame and be like, yeah, it's gonna suck, or yeah, it's gonna be good. And it looks like a good one. The arms are very skinny, but that's kind of the point. Couple little capacitors, little resistors, little buddies. Oh, damn. Okay. QX7 life is alive and well. Look at this. Look how clean this is. Jesus. I don't remember my QX7 ever being this clean. Good Lord. That is just tasty, all clean like that. Man, mine's all junked up with stickers and shit. This is really nice looking. Damn, Ernesto, thank you. Oh, so this is not. So if you ever want to know how much a QX7 has been used, just take this antenna and swivel it around. This one is like, this is fresh. This radio has like never been used. You can also tell with the buttons. Oh yeah, or the switches rather. Yeah, the switches are all like super crisp. Oh my God, there's a switch broken off, but who cares? Ernesto, thank you, man. Very, very cool. Hold on one second, guys. Let me get... Felix just came back down, and I don't think they know how to turn on the entertainment center. You want to play Diablo some more?
Maybe. I
know you do. So, red button, and red button. That and that. This is the television. This is the receiver. Mm-hmm. Those are the two red buttons you need. And then it's already on. Ooh, I heard the thing. Blizzard FPV with a $1.55 super chat. Thank you very much, Blizzard. He says that QX7 is too bright. LOL. Yeah, right? Is that coming? I'm glad that that's coming through. Look at it, man. Look how clean it is. Jesus. Here, let's do a head-to-head. Let me grab mine from over here real quick. And man. Shiny QX7. I'm very jealous. So my QX7 is like is gonna become the ghost QX7. So I went with like red and silver and whatnot. And then I've got, yeah, man, what a difference. And then I've got the Tweed FPV, CiottiFPV purple grips on it as well. Ignore this. This has to get switched out. But man, that's wild. What a difference. That's so cool to see. You know, like we get our radios and we start modifying them, and like before we know it, there's stuff all over them. It's so cool to see it back in its like super naked form, you know what I mean? And then and so this is gonna become my my main radio at some point here. With the so this is the QX7S with the switches cantilevered back a little bit on top here, which is really nice, and it's got that faux carbon fiber finish. And then I did the black trim rings here, and then it's got the black screen on it and whatnot. And then it's got purple. It's kind of cool. My 2 radios are this one's all black and purple, and then this one's all white and red. Kind of slick. And yeah, now I've got a little backup, man. That's awesome. Oh, this backup has the little port, the little charging port. That's actually really nice. So does the S. Oh, good. I didn't even realize that. That's super handy right there. And then yeah, I've got the black balance bar on this one. This one's like this guy is like murdered out, man. I've got the black G-force balance bar here, the black CNC trim rings, and then all these rubber covers here are blacked out. The red for the arm, and then I gotta switch this with this one, but yeah, murder. Damn, Ernesto, thank you, brother. Very cool. Very cool. Let's put this. Wait, no. Forgot to turn this on. Yeah, there we go. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. Dusty Joe says, paint that sucker. Maybe. I actually have another white QX7 case that I was gonna send to Erod back before he was a Rotorite sponsored pilot. I was planning on sending that to him for him to do an X-wing paint job like his QX7, but I just never got around to it. Little R9M with a big old Omni antenna on it, and there's a little note here. Steve says, how you doing? Hope your house project is going well. Do you remember our conversation about 915 megahertz ELRS? So I bought this QX7 to stand in for the Nirvana, and I've found out the QX needs modification for crossfire. It got set aside. Now it's time to clear my bench of unused gear. Very cool. This is I'm not going to read this whole thing. But Steve, thank you, brother. Very cool for you to send this over. Steve and I met in Salt Lake City. He came out and helped me out a ton, and just a super cool guy. And yeah, man, awesome. Oh, here's the I had a feeling I was gonna find this. Here's the broken switch, which does not matter at all because I have a bunch of extra QX7 switches. At one point, I got nervous that they were going to discontinue the QX7s, so I bought a whole bunch of extra switches for them. Also, like, my switches were starting to get worn out on mine because I've been using it for 6 years. So I was like, yeah, it's time for a fresh set of switches. Damn, Steve, very cool. Very cool. So this is going to be a... from what I remember, I think this is a 915 megahertz Express LRS R9M module. I think he flashed this module to Express LRS 915. So this could be cool. If that really is the case, I can get one of those receivers, put it in a rig, and we can do a little range test maybe. Of Express LRS 915 versus Crossfire, both on that nice low wavelength, right? So that's pretty rad. Thank you, Steve. I can't wait to read the rest of this and see what else is going on. Very cool. 16-bit FPV says I had your grip tape on my 16X Max. Very cool. Riot9 says, can you spin your antenna, please? What antenna? That one? I already spun it for you. All right, cool. So that, I gotta be honest, that's really all I had planned. I didn't think I was gonna get the Mac Mini up in time for this live stream. So and like my stuff is just everywhere. Like so because of the fact that we're painting these walls, I also haven't had time to, but I kind of specifically didn't get all my stuff out. and set all my stuff up here, because this whole desk needs to move the hell away from this wall when it gets painted bright red. So yeah, it's hard for me to, like, I can't work on stuff. My tools are all still packed. All my extra parts are God knows where. There's just, yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. I don't know what else to do on the live stream. Steady Eddie says, gotta run, wife is home. Happy to see you settling into the new place. What can we do? Hit me with some more questions, friends. Ooh, I know what we can do. We can unbox. Hey, so I think these, I don't even think you guys got to see these. I think this is brand new for you guys. Look at that, people. That's what 14 custom KV'd FPVCycle 21 millimeter, which is a 2104, 3500 KV motor looks like. Let's hit the bench and open one. I have not even opened one of these up to get to see it yet. This is these showed up like right in the middle of the move, and it was just not a great time to be spelunking through fresh gear. So I just threw them in a box, and it happens to be one of the boxes that I opened up first. So yeah, Bob did a run of these motors specifically for us. You can get, he had 75 of these made. I know a couple of you guys have messaged him already to snag a few of them, and I snagged 14 of them. These are going to be going on all 3 of my Cinewhoops, and then I'll have 2 extras. So yeah, these are the FPVCycle 2104 motor with the 3mm motor shaft, which is really cool, in 3500 kV. In my opinion, this is the perfect motor for a lightweight Cinesplore. I don't really think there are any other Cinewhoop frames that are light enough for this motor and a 4S 850 to really be a great combo. But I'm so happy with the Cinesplore that I don't really pay much attention to any of the other frames that are out there. Yeah, look at that. So at some point I bought one of these FPVCycle little ratchets because I knew that I was going to need a tool with a 3mm jib jab. And here we are. We have arrived. Unbelievably smooth, of course, like just hysterically smooth running motor here. And then it comes with so it comes with 2, that's really good. It comes with 2 extra 3mm nuts and 2 of the M3 to M5 adapter pieces. So this is what makes this such an awesome motor. At some point, I would love it if we could get some 3mm motor shaft propellers. But in the interim, because of the fact that these motors come with this little guy right here, you can just take this little fella, and the 3mm shaft is threaded all the way to the bottom. I actually talked to Bob about these motors. He has not had anyone break one of these motors yet. It's got a 3mm motor shaft all the way through, and just like the X-Nova 1804, that is incredibly durable. So yeah, that little spacer is now on here, and now this is an M5 mount. You can run any M5 mount propellers on this motor now with this really cool little M3 nut on top, and you don't have to screw with T-mount anymore. But I will admit, this little M3 nut here is pretty small. I have a feeling that this is like an M5 nut is big enough where, like, if you drop it in the grass, you can still kind of see it. You know what I mean? This might be small enough. You know, that's one of the complaints about T-mount, right? Is you're dealing with the stupid little M2 hardware, and if you drop it on the ground, it's gone forever. This M3 nut is obviously bigger than M2 screws, but it might be just small enough where it kind of disappears in the grass. But it's definitely a step in the right direction. Going all the way up to M5 adds a significant amount of weight. So this is, I can almost guarantee you that this is the best sort of the best of both worlds, right? Lightweight plus not having to deal with T-mount, which is a big deal. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on some of these, you got to message Bob. They're not on the website. They won't be on the website. They were made specifically for me and you guys. So yeah, message FPVCycle or Bob Rugi on Instagram, Facebook, or on their website. They probably have a contact us form. And just ask. Just ask for the 21. Tell him you want 2104 motors, 3500 kV, and tell him how many you want, and he's going to make you a custom shopping cart, and away you go. Oh, very cool. I cannot wait to put those onto a Cinesplore and see how it is, because that 3500 kV is a really big deal. That'll let me run the tri-blade propellers. And yeah, the 2104 has a little bit more stator volume, so it'll be better on the 5 blades as well. So it'll just open up some different options, which would be cool. Let's get caught up on chat here. Steady Eddie says, we got that. Havboard says, modded my X9D with rocker switches on the side so far because I kept breaking them. Might do that with Miku X7. I'd taken some switches for use in the X9D. Very cool. That's a really good idea. For Kevin Sumner says, with the house having better outside flying, will you be playing more with 65, 75 millimeter carbon fiber frames? Probably. I've had a build just waiting, ready to go for months. So yeah, more than likely. And I've got, look what I got. Speaking of outdoor flying, I don't know if this is going to work. I've heard weird things about doing this, but we're going to give it a try. This is a 50-foot SMA extender. See that? So I've got a in Studio 2 previously, I had this 25-foot USB-C cable that I hooked up to this ROTG1 VRX, and that's how we were doing Whoop Wednesdays directly in here. So yeah, I'll be able to put this thing. I don't think I'll need this anymore. I think this can now just hang out, I don't know, wherever. So this will get plugged in, and then I can, if I'm flying down here in the basement, I can just run the regular little antenna. If I want to fly out back or out front, or I don't know, I'll be interested to see how the signal is with this set up like this in the living room. I bet you it's fine. But this I'm gonna run outside. So I should, let me just make sure that I got the right polarization. There's certainly a chance that I didn't. Let's take a quick look here. What's happening? Why is this happening to me? Why are you doing this to me? T-Bird says, what's up, beautiful, long time no see. You can start the shit show. Oh, it's already begun, my friend. It's been in full force this whole time. So let's see. Did I get the right polarization is the question. Hold on, this started to unscrew itself. All right, did I get the right one? No, I forgot that you have to run the adapter because this is eSheen. Well, once the adapter is on here, yes, we're good to go. So that's, yeah, there it is. So we'll see. We'll see if, and this is 50 feet. So I'm going to run this up into the drop ceiling, over, and I'm going to go right through the hole that they put for fiber. They ran the fiber line right over in that back corner, but up a floor. So yeah, I'm just going to run this right out there, and then I'll just put this little guy outside, and I'll grab like a shitty antenna because it's going to get rained on and whatnot. Maybe I'll do like a little bit of shrimp wrap up over the tip of this thing and then just stick it out the side of the house. And then, yeah, I'll be able to fly out front well, out front is that way. I'll be able to fly out front. I'll be able to fly in the backyard, and there'll be an antenna outside. And hopefully this length of wire doesn't wreck that. They also make 100-foot, and I was kind of thinking that. I was really thinking about doing 100-foot and then running that fucker all the way up to the roof and put the antenna all the way up on the roof to really get good signal in the front and back of the house. But I've heard that these SMA extensions don't work very well. So yeah, I figured, and this 50-foot was a lot less expensive than the 100-foot. So I figured we'd start here with 50, and then maybe we could ramp it up to 100 if the signal's bad. I have a funny feeling that that this thing out the side of the house is going to be good to go. 16-bit FPV. I guess you're somewhat new to the channel. Yeah. So shrimp wrap is like is a sort of an old school joke here on the channel. Yeah. It's I'm saying that on purpose. I'm not having a stroke. The story goes, if you know, don't look this up, but I've looked it up, but don't look it up. Back in the reason why it's called shrink wrap is that it used to be made from shrimp. It used to be made from the exoskeleton of shrimp. It's a little known fact. Don't look it up though. And so yeah, I prefer to call it by its old name, which is shrimp wrap. Don't look it up. That's the shrimp wrap joke. All right. So yeah, there's a couple things that are happening. Man, if you guys could only see the ground behind me, it's just like, I'm in this hell of like trying to wire everything and just cables, and so like behind me on the floor is just, I'm trying to get the cables organized. I'm trying to organize like the, you know, big USB to USB-C cables, and then the big USB to micro USB. It's just, yeah, there's cables everywhere. But get it done, little by little. Aaron FPV says, how will these compare to the current 23mm shorts I'm putting my Cinesplore together this weekend? Great question, Aaron. So these 2104s are significantly lighter than the 23s, which is why I went with them. My Cinesplores are really about like pinching every last possible gram. But the other thing, I've had 2 sets of the 23s now, and I don't like how low in the throttle throw that they hover, and I don't like how much power they have. Like on a Cinewhoop, I want the minimum amount of power possible so that I have the maximum amount of throttle resolution. Yes, you could just put a motor limit on or a throttle cap on, but then you're dragging around heavier motors for no reason. So for me, the name of the game is finding the lightest weight motor that has just barely enough power. And that way, you know, you've got the lightest weight platform possible, and you can run the motor limiting at 100%. So yeah, that'll be the difference. I would, again, not recommend these motors on anything other than a lightweight Cinesplore build. Squirt or any of the other Cinesplore frames that are considerably heavier, they're going to really benefit from those 23mm motors. And a lot of people prefer, Kebab included, the way that the 23mm motors fly versus these 21s. I'm the weirdo that likes these 2004, 2104 motors. But, you know, I think you will too. If you keep your Cinesplore lightweight, you got to build it light, which is pretty easy to do. Just don't put a ton of TPU on it. And then you can run 4S 850 mAh batteries, and that's what really keeps it light. Boys FPV says, have you tried the DJI Action 2? Your thoughts? I have not, because I hate the way that the footage looks from it, to be quite honest. The fish eye of that DJI Action 2 lens, I just don't like it. It's very disorienting to me. And yeah, I just don't think it looks good, even on like the medium setting or whatever. On the wide settings, it's literally unwatchable for me. Like if I go to Instagram or YouTube and I pull up an FPV edit and it's from one of those on the wider settings, I have to turn it off. Like I can't, like it like hurts my eyes. Maybe I'm just an old man at 41 whole years. But yeah, I literally cannot watch it. It is just so. It's unwatchable for me. On the medium setting, it's a little bit more watchable, but at that point, I don't think it looks any better than a Session 5. So, I'm not a fan. I love that it's lightweight and I love that it's really durable, but I just can't get over the footage that comes out of it. If I didn't have any Session 5s left, I would probably try one and just run it on the most narrow field of view setting to see if I can make that work. Because it's lightweight and because it's really durable. But I still kind of think that the Session 5 is a better camera for freestyle. But take that with a big ass grain of salt, because I haven't tried the Action 2 myself yet. I've just seen other people's flight footage with it. So, and talked to other people about its durability. Jason Black says, don't laugh, but any motor replacement suggestions for the 3-inch BabyApe Pro? Literally anything. those motors that comes with are the worst. They're the old Baby Hawk motors, actually, from like 4 or 5 years ago. I would look at like a Axis Power or T-Motor 1404. That's probably a really good starting place for you. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would do the T-Motor 1404 or the Axis Power 1404. Get them in the highest KV. J-Drun says, why do you think all 20 whatever motors now are all T-mount? I think it's a terrible idea. Isn't there a balance problem with having 2 spinning cap screws? No real balance problem. I think that they're all T-mount for weight reasons. Also, the majority of them are a 2mm motor shaft, which is very weak, and T-mount is stronger because it's shorter. So it's a shorter lever when you crash inverted and hit the motor bell. So yeah, I think those are the reasons that they're T-mount. It is a terrible idea. Those motors make enough power where the bell at some point is going to try to part ways with the motor shaft. So yeah, 2004, 2005 is too much power for T-mount. And that's why Bob moved over to this 3mm mount. So I think this 3mm setup is the way to go. T-Bird says, just a tip. Tuner Taxi says, I had one on my roof also. I had problems with mine, but lying if the cable had loops in it. And if it's run straight out, it was good. So don't bundle the extra up, run it all the way out. Interesting. That's fascinating. Huh. I guess it's, so I mean by that means it's not a shielded cable? Huh. Wild. Okay, I'll try to run it straight. I probably won't be able to. This is 50 feet, and that is not a 50-foot run. That is like a 25-foot run, so I'm going to have 25 extra feet of this damn thing. But I guess maybe I can like run it across the drop ceiling and then over and then back and then across and then over or something like that to deal with the extra length. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Good feedback. Thanks for that. Dingles says, what flight times are you getting with an 850 on the Cinesplore? It depends 100% on how much ground I'm covering. When I'm doing music video shoots where, like, for example, the actor or the musician is in front of, like, a car and they're performing to camera in front of the car, I'm going to get about 5 or so minutes with it. 5 to 5:30 to 4:30, depending on how nuts I'm going. But I'm not covering any I'm not covering any ground in that scenario, right? Like sometimes I'll back way up and get like a nice pass, but I'm not I'm not like driving down the street with it, right? I'm just moving around, moving forward, back, left, and right, doing some flips and rolls. If I'm chasing someone, like if I'm chasing a car down the street or something like that, I'm going to get closer to like 3.5 minutes or so. So yeah, it depends on how much you're burying the nose, because tinywhoops are so, they just have the worst aerodynamics ever. So yeah, 5.5 to 3.5 minutes is typically the runtime I'll get on my Cinesplores with a 4S850. Shy Guy FPV says, can you show me the 3-inch glide frame a little more? It's not put together. It's all in pieces. I have one that's assembled somewhere. I think it's in that bucket over there. But it's going to be really rough to find. But I swear to God, it just looks like a little miniature glide. Just picture a glide shrunken down to be 3-inch. That's exactly what it looks like. And Cool Coyote is a super cool dude. So yeah, hit him up on Discord and order one. Support people that are making cool shit. Grab yourself one. It's probably going to be a really good frame. It's going to be a very lightweight 3-inch school bus style frame, and that's pretty rare. So snag one. Jason Black says, thanks, man. You're certainly welcome. And look at that. It is 8:38. We've got 20-ish minutes, although it is hot down here. And we've got company. So I might actually, and I've got nothing else to do because my stuff is all everywhere. And I'm also very hungry. So I might actually end this one a little bit early, unless somebody has a really good question that. Although you guys have had great questions all night, so I'm not worried about this being like. It was actually a really good stream. I was worried that it was just going to be technical issue after technical issue tonight, but unbelievably, I got enough stuff set where yeah, we're kind of good to go. Wild. First time for everything. What else? What else is there? Ooh, look at this light. I get to repurpose this light now. Gotta find a cool spot for this. Maybe something like that. Put it right in between a couple of those. What's that look like? That's interesting. Kind of down with that. Okay. This is gonna be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to pimping this little area out. I think this is gonna look super rad once this is painted red and this is painted purple. One of the problems that I have with, and this is not just me, this is anybody that sets up a live streaming setup, when the back wall is like kind of close to your camera and your light source, you get a lot of spill. Like I've got 2 big ass studio lights here, as you can see, lighting up my face, and they are gridded, but there's a bunch of spill, and that spill light hits this white wall, and then I have to hammer this white wall with these red and these purple lamps to get any color out of it. And what happens is the purple kind of turns into pink. Like for me sitting here, like that globe is like very purple, like so much so that it's like it does the ultraviolet thing, and it lights up neon stuff super bright. But yeah, on the live stream it kind of goes pink. So yeah, once this wall, so down here will be all purple, and then up here will be all purple. So any purple light that I throw at that is going to really come out, and then any white light that hits it is also going to be purple. So this should be really, really cool looking here, back behind me pretty quick. And then, man, having all this up here in red is going to be just wild. I was tempted to do it the other way, and to do purple on the red on the bottom and then purple up top. But up top here, the corner of the room is right there, and then there's a wall over here. and I don't necessarily want this whole wall to be like a dark purple. I don't want it to be like a cave in here. I would rather this wall be like a bright ass red. And then something else that I'm doing is, here's the fireplace. Over here, this little bit of white wall, I'm actually going to get a really cool big sheet or two of mid-century mod wallpaper. And so this little area here to the left of the fireplace is going to have a not just crazy chunk of MCM wallpaper with red incorporated into it. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this orange wall over here. I think I might just do like a I think I might just go like really bright white, like super crazy, super matte white. And then at some point, if I get a projector, that would be kind of nice. It's a flat white wall. I can just project directly onto it. That'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, it should look pretty cool down here. I'm you know, all my furniture, as you guys that have watched me at my old apartment, all my furniture and whatnot has kind of got that mid-century mod kind of thing going on, you know, the 70s-ish style. And the red kind of complements that, right? Like bright red is kind of an MCM sort of color. So yeah, should be pretty slick. I'm really looking forward to it. Tuner Texas says, I can't find Cool Coyote. What's his Instagram? I don't think he has an Instagram. I've only ever talked to him on Discord. But Tuner Taxi, shoot me a message somewhere, Instagram, Facebook, if you absolutely can't find him on Discord, and I will try to get you in touch with him somehow. All right, I'm going to end this one a little bit early to give you guys a minute to do whatever you need to do to get ready for Bot Grinder. Get your ass over. Bobby Bag says, like right where you put that light, your logo would be cool. Yeah, stuff's going to be moving around. There's, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be moving around. I have no idea where. The big thing that's going to change is once this is instead of a 3x3, it's a 4x4. That's going to really change this kind of area. So I got to figure that out. But, yeah. The other thing too, at some point, if PhD, I talked to PhD Graffiti, one of the Florida fellows. He said he'd be willing to do some graffiti up here if he's ever in town. So yeah, man, that would be super fun if just maybe like actually no, I'd give him this whole fucking area, this whole wall actually, from up there over, and then this whole. So you know what? That would be super cool because I think I'm gonna keep. I mean, I have to keep the quad lined up here, right? Like this has to stay. My God, it looks ridiculous with the one missing. All right, so here, pretend that's there. I feel like this has to stay, right? Like this is just too cool. And the other thing I like about this is like it's just like, you know, hey, I gotta go. All right, I need my stuff. There it is. It's like at the apartment. At the apartment, I had nails in the wall at a 45-degree angle, and I would hook the hole in the arm and the motor base into the hole, and it was kind of like it would kind of like balance, and like if every once in a while they would like slip and fall off, and it was just kind of janky. This is amazing, just being able to like place them down and grab them. So I feel like this has to stay, right? So if he does graffiti here, what he can maybe do is do like a straight. See if I can draw this with my finger. Here. If he did like a straight line here, you know what I mean? To like box in like the quad area, and then like do some cool shit here, and then maybe over here, he could do like another straight line, you know, which would like. It would make it look like the quads are there on purpose. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I don't know. And then up here, if he could just do like a super cool fucking stylized CiottiFPV logo, that'd be pretty rad, wouldn't it? So yeah, we'll see. I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky to get the opportunity to do this. This is a long time coming, you know. I've been living in apartments for over 20 years, and the opportunity to get to live here with 3 of the coolest people I've ever met is, it's just wild. I've kept my head down for a long time, and I've just kept going, and I've just kept kind of, you know, believing and staying true to myself, and somehow it worked. So, yeah, away we go. Away we go. Dusty Joe says, good seeing you, bro. Love the new setup. Whoop on. Yeah, the whooping is going to be fun in here. Yeah, the whoop situation is going to be next level, man. Wait till you guys see the... a couple of you have probably seen a little bit of whooping in this house already. But that was with, like, no gate setup, nothing. On like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago maybe on a Whoop Wednesday, I think at the beginning or the end of the stream I might have played something, but yeah, it's worth waiting for. It's gonna be nutso. Ed K says graffiti around the quads. LOL. That would be cool, but then if I ever switched to a different frame, it wouldn't work. Unless like he just did like X's. That could be cool, right? If he just put like where the quads are supposed to go, like just an X, you know? And then that way, like, if you take a quad, like where this one is, if there was just like a black X there, that might be neat, right? Because they're always going to be 5-inch. I don't know. We'll see. I want to let him just go ham. Ernesto says, there he is. Ernesto says the Foxier camera box has more stuff. It's more than just the camera, by the way. Ooh, let's open it up then. Very cool. Man, thanks again, Ernesto. There's a hell of a lot of good stuff in here. Chat, you need to be thanking Ernesto as well, because a bunch of this stuff is going to be given away on our Monday giveaways. So yeah, everybody, Ernesto, can we send people to your channel to subscribe? Can we, what can we do for it? What's your Instagram? What can we... You've helped me and chat a ton by sending a bunch of really cool stuff. How can we return the favor, brother? Let's see. Ooh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Holy cow. I thought it felt a little bit heavy. So we've got a TBS, oh wow, OG Mach 3 VTX. This was the very first VTX I ever used when I first built a 5-inch rig. Ooh, a big gigantic Runcam Swift 2. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, old school. Ooh, I caught it. Very cool. We've got a TBS Unify Pro 32. That's a really nice VTX there. We've got a... Oh, one of those, what is this called? The 69? The TBS 69 thing? With the Crossfire and the VTX built in, all in one. That's pretty slick. It's actually very slick. Looks like a Pro 32, although it's hard to tell because TBS just drowns all of their components in liquid electric tape. Oh, Runcam Eagle 3. I've actually not flown one of these. I'm going to put this on one of these rigs. I'm actually going to fly this Runcam Eagle 3. Very cool. And a Phoenix Nano. I have flown these. These are great little cameras. Damn, dude. Thank you. Very, very, very cool of you. What a box of awesome stuff for testing and for giveaways. Ernesto, thank you. Chat, show the man some love. He deserves it. What a great community, man. It's funny, like Maggie has like totally picked up on it, and she's just like, yo, you've got the coolest group of people I've ever experienced surrounding you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I struggle to I struggle a lot of times to figure out like how to thank you guys, you know, and how to make sure that everybody out there is getting as much out of me in these live streams as you guys are putting in. And sometimes it feels kind of one-sided, but you know, I do as much as I possibly can. It's something I take as seriously as I take it very seriously to try to give back and put on the best show that I can, because my God, you guys support the hell out of me and it means a lot. Ernesto says, just keep the content coming for all of us. Damn right I will. Kevin Sumner says, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Ed K says, graffiti around the quads. All right, cool. 8:52. Yeah, perfect. You got an 8-minute break to go poo-poo and get some food and do other illegal things before some bot grinder. Go say hi to DJ for me. Tell him that I love his face. He actually stopped by in the beginning of the stream, which was super cool. Here comes some more flying from Stadium. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know what audio it's going to play. Hold on. I got to go to Epidemic Sounds. I'm pretty sure that that it's not sending any audio from my desktop. Well, then how the hell is this going to work? I don't know how to get audio in the outro. If it's not going to send desktop audio. Well, you're going to have a silent film flying. You're going to have silent film flying for the outro. I'll get it fixed hopefully by the Sunday stream. Love you guys. Be good. Welcome to Studio 54. Lots more content coming from this spot, and it's going to get so much cooler looking. Probably really soon. Depending on how much Patrick and I get done Sunday night. So here's your silent film flying for the end of the first Studio 54 stream. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll leave the audio on like this, and it'll just play through the microphone. Love you guys. Be good. Later.